Hi there, I'm Darren McDermott and you're watching Dukascopy TV. Now, Credit Suisse could pay New York regulators up to $2 billion as a result of tax evasion. I'm joined today by Osmond Plummer, a wealth management expert. Welcome today.
Well, I'm very pleased to be here, thank you.
So hitting headlines recently, and of course over the last few months, is all these, especially Swiss banks, have been under attack. Now look at Credit Suisse. What are your views on this and how badly will it impact Credit Suisse?
I think $2 billion is quite a lot of money in anybody's currency, and it's going to make a significant dent on Credit Suisse. The good thing about it, if you want to try and find a silver lining, is that it should hopefully draw a line under the issue, and it could make the matter go away for Credit Suisse, but it's a dent in the bank's finances, it's a dent in their reputation, and it's also a bit of a one in the eye for Switzerland and the banking industry in Switzerland.
And of course, Credit Suisse is not the only one. So who else? Who else are the big victims at the moment?
Well, UBS obviously settled a few years ago, and even though it seemed like a lot of money, it was an awful lot less than 2 billion, so they did quite well out of it. You have international banks like HSBC being looked into, but the one that I find most interesting potentially is the Zurich Cantonal Bank, because that of course is owned by the Swiss government. Yes. And ultimately it is they who will suffer as a result of any action that is taken by the United States government.
And Osmond, of course, all these recent revelations are a result of the regulations. So are they coping well enough, or how could maybe they do better?
I think as a whole, the Swiss banking industry hoped they could almost close their eyes and put their fingers in their ears and it would all go away. The legal view taken was that this is a US regulation, how can it possibly apply in Switzerland? Of course. It then transpired that, of course, if you want access to US dollars and you have significant business in the United States, which UBS Credit Suisse do, then the US government has some quite significant levers. So after a period in which the banking industry has been, I think, almost in denial, hoping it will go away, I think they are starting to realize that transparency and investment performance is going to become the key issue, and not just the ability to bury money in a Swiss bank account and have nobody ask any awkward questions. So
looking into the future, now do you think the winners and the losers, the winner is the US and the loser, of course, is Switzerland? You know, because this is a part of Swiss history for hundreds of years, you know, and suddenly changed. How badly is it going to affect Switzerland as a whole?
I think it will affect Switzerland quite a lot, but I don't think it's really the case of the US being a winner here. I think if anything, actually, the US is almost shooting itself in the foot, in that US nationals now have great difficulty in getting bank accounts outside of their country. And if a US national wants international investment advice, that's quite difficult to get hold of in the United States itself, as most of the asset management in the States is focused quite significantly on the US domestic market. So it's not necessarily a net gain for America. Clearly, it is going to cause problems for the Swiss banking industry. There is a significant amount of potential international competition. People talk about Singapore. I would say the biggest competition is going to come from the City of London.
Osmond, it was great having you in the studio. Thank you very much.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
And thank you for watching Dukascopy TV. Now, I'm sure Osmond will be back in the Dukascopy studio to talk to us about more subjects like this. Goodbye for now.